Right off the edge of Lake Washington in Foote, Mississippi, lies the ruins of a 169-year-old plantation house. This Italianate style plantation is known as Mount Holly. The land Mount Holly sits on was patented by John C. Miller in 1831. By 1833, John C. Miller sold it to Henry Johnson and his wife, Elizabeth J. Flarnow. In 1854, one of Henry's and Elizabeth's children, Margaret, who is a widow, acquired 1,699 acres of land known as Mount Holly Plantation for $100,000. It came with outbuildings, livestock, and 100 enslaved laborers. A year later, in 1855, Margaret married again, but this time to Dr. Charles Wilkins Dudley, the son of Kentucky surgeon Benjamin Winslow Dudley. Remember when I said Margaret was a widow? Her first husband, James P. Irwin, wanted to build a big house for Margaret. James sold some land that he had in New Orleans and bought the land Mount Holly sits on. Sadly, James passed away before he could even start on the project. The task would fall on Margaret's second husband, Charles Dudley, to complete it. The house was made out of red bricks and built with the forced labor of enslaved people. It has 2 stories and 32 rooms. It was designed in the Italianate architectural style, either by architect Samuel Sloan or Calvert Vaux. The house was finished sometime in 1855. The plantation was visited by many prominent guests, such as Confederate President Jefferson Davis, Albert Sidney Johnston, John C. Pemberton, Ulysses S. Grant, and William T. Sherman. Sometime during the 1880s, Mount Holly Plantation was purchased by Hezekiah William Foote, who was a wealthy planter, Confederate veteran, a member of the Mississippi House of Representatives and Mississippi Senate. The plantation was later inherited by his son, Hugar Lee Foote, who was also a planter and a member of the Mississippi Senate. His grandson was the author Shelby Foote, whose 1949 novel Tournament is based on his father's loss of the family home. Mount Holly then changed hands again from 1903 to 1956 and belonged to Mary Griffin Lee. In 1927, it was used as a relief shelter during the Great Mississippi Flood of 1927. The flood lasted for 153 days and affected 11 states in the central and southern United States. It covered 27,000 square miles of land, causing $400 million of damage, which is $6 or $7 billion today. There were as many as 1,000 deaths and displaced over 700,000 people. The house was later inherited by Lee's granddaughter, and she turned it into a bed and breakfast. The plantation changed hands once again and was sold in 2001 to a buyer from Texas. From what I read online, the current owner who bought the property had plans on restoring it, but it never went through for whatever reason. Sadly, over the years, the property started showing signs of neglect. Fast forward to June 17, 2015, Mount Holly burned down. What caused the house to burn down? I really don't know. Such a shame something that old and beautiful went up in flames. Mount Holly was placed on National Register of Historical Places on August 14, 1973. If you plan on visiting this site, please be respectful to the property and admire the history that was once there. Now join me as I explore what's left of Mount Holly Plantation in 2025. Mount Holly Mansion out here in Hillsdale, Mississippi. All that's left are the ruins of this place. You got trees growing inside here. Wow. Beautiful. Yeah, it's pretty much just a jungle inside here at this point. Built in 1855. I believe this was an Italian mansion. Burned down in 2016 from what I remember. Look at that archway. It is beautiful. Yeah, you need to be careful walking around here. Trying to make sure I don't. There we go. Wow. Okay, well, let me get a little bit. Oh, they got a fireplace right there. Well, let me do this, and then we'll turn around so you can see what we're looking at. Or what I'm looking at. Again, oh, look at that. Oh, it's beautiful, beautiful. Put the camera down. Look at these bricks. Yeah, you gotta be careful. This reminds me of a hospital that I went to back in Laurel, Mississippi, back in like 2018, 19, something like that. This house was definitely pretty back in its days. Wow. Ooh, it's a chilly morning, I'll tell you that. So I had a friend that told me that this place is getting, or it's looking worse. every time he comes here. He's been here, I think, twice, maybe 3 times from what I remember asking him. And he said a lot of the bricks have fallen down toward the back, and of course throughout the house, or the ruins of the house at this point. Okay, I'm dropping bricks down myself. All right, let me turn the camera back this direction. Look at that. And I think at one time this was a room. Now it's just nature at this point. Can I get out a little bit further? I want to show you. Oh, cool. What am I stamping on? Oh, there's a fireplace. Oh, I forgot to show you the fireplace in the first one. They're exactly the same. Or in the other room, I should say. Well, that's what I'm trying to say. This is beautiful still. It's a bummer that this place isn't being saved like the places that I go to. I mean, you probably could save it, but it's a couple $1 million in today's time. Wouldn't be surprised to restore it. Now I wanted to show you something that I was looking at. Where was it at? Oh, I don't know what, it's like a big sheet of iron or something. Obviously a part of the house at one point. And this right here, it looks like, I don't know, there's some cool design right there, but I can't really tell what that was. I got a mattress back there, covered in bricks. If only these walls could talk. Alright, let's head over to another part of the house. Oh. Back to what I was saying about my friend saying bricks are falling. I think there was a whole bunch more here standing at one point. And I think that explains why they're all below me. Or that I'm stepping on. Jeez. It's a good thing winter is coming. Couldn't imagine being here during summertime. You know, I just missed a whole room. We'll get back there in a second. Yeah, this is another bedroom that I'm in. Yeah, look at all the bricks on the ground. They're all over the place. Oh, that is a beautiful shot. Ooh. Beautiful. I saw something I wanted to look at. Oh, here we go. I don't know what this is. Some type of metal. No, not a pipe. I don't know. Some type of structure or something. You can see it. There's two where my fingers are pointing. Again, another fireplace right there. Alright, looks like we can walk through this direction. Oh yeah, you can, okay. Give myself a second to look around. 2 stories, yeah. I don't know how well you can make it out, but that right there was the floor to the 2nd story. Those bricks that are much more colorful, if that makes sense. Okay, so this is back in the front where we're at. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. What's this pipe here for? I don't want to mess with it. I'm probably going to end up just destroying it if I keep poking at it. I still can't get over that archway. Now I did see some burnt marks somewhere. Oh, here they are. Hold on, I'm getting to the camera there for a second. Trying to make sure I don't step on bricks. All of this is charred up. It's also in other sections, but I noticed that coming through that door. Wow. Okay, so I guess we can walk out toward this direction. Nothing like getting tangled up in nature. That's a big property. Turn the camera back around. Again, it went out a little bit further when the bricks were here. Probably like 4, maybe 5 years ago, 4 years ago at the least. I want to shout out my friend Lycan Films, who told me about this place back in 2018 or 2019. Always wanted to come see it. Dream came true. Is that an oak tree?
They're all oak, yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah. Oh, it's like a driveway.
Yeah, they always did like that.
Oh yeah, because this is a plantation. Oh, that's a neat. Wow.
Well, this is the front of the house.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a drive that comes up to the front.
Oh wow. Oh wow, that's pretty neat. They got a satellite dish out here, and there's another structure. Yeah, I did. My dad was just pointing this out. Apparently this is the front entrance of the house. I thought the other way was, but this is the driveway leading up to the plantation, Mount Holly, out here in Hillendale, Mississippi. And like I said, I guess a minute ago, there's a satellite dish out here. That's interesting. I just noticed something on the property. That is a deep well. You know, telling what's living in there. Do I have something I can, nope. Oh wait, yeah I do. It's a piece of wood. Oh shoot, oh I see the bottom now. Wow. Yeah, you fall down there, you're stuck down there. It's probably like 100 feet down, not even joking, maybe 200 feet. It just feels so good to actually be able to come here, finally, after 4 years. I believe I've been doing YouTube for 6 years at this point. Again, dream came true. So let's walk back to the front of the house, or the side of the house, or the back of the house. I'll slow down in just a second. There's the structure that is left of it. Let me turn the camera to the left again. So apparently that's the driveway that my dad was talking about. This is a beautiful spot and a beautiful shot. It looks like out in the distance, I'll slow down in 1 second. Looks like we got some houses. Right in the middle of your screen. Alright, let's come back over here. That is magnificent. There's nature looking at me. Oh, look at the ground. This whole entire section is paved. Let me check out a brick real fast. Oh, these are heavy. These are in good condition still, surprisingly. It's all paved. Well, take one last shot of it before we head to the next spot. These oak trees are magnificent and huge. I really feel like this is the front still. Well, I want to thank you for checking out this awesome Italian style abandoned plantation mansion out here in Hilldale, Mississippi. It's been a dream to be able to come out here and check out this property. I don't know how much longer it's going to be here, considering that the bricks in the back are starting to, it's just time will tell is what I'm trying to say. Alright, well, if you want to check out my socials, they'll be in the video description down below. As always, I'll catch you in the next upload.